Taylor Swift, you think she's the most toxic feminist that's ever existed. You stand by that?
Yes.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Obviously, Taylor Swift is crazy. I mean, I just want to obviously, the problem is not, Taylor Swift is just not a good role model. I don't care which way you slice it. At 34, Swift remains unmarried, and Ryan uses Taylor Swift's strategy of dropping Easter eggs. There's a 0% chance, there's not even a negative 1% chance that Taylor Swift is showing up with Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds.
Some lunatic dropped a note in my personal mailbox outside my house begging me not to boycott Taylor Swift, as though I have that power.
All over social media, all over the Deadpool movie, all over the It Ends With Us credits, all over the Deadpool credits.
It will be fascinating to see, honestly, if Taylor Swift does write a song about marriage and children. Because that'll be the real break for her, right? Because she's been writing teeny bopper stuff.
Taylor Swift is being subpoenaed. That's what Daily Mail is reporting. Look at this. They're actually putting exclusive that she got booed. Taylor Swift got booed.
All right, Swifties, buckle up because the unthinkable has happened. Taylor Swift got booed at the Super Bowl. America's sweetheart, the global pop sensation who's used to stadiums filled with fans singing her lyrics at the top of their lungs, walked into a stadium and was met with a wave of disapproval. But what could possibly turn cheers into jeers? And how is Ryan Reynolds caught up in this wild whirlwind? Let's get into the drama that's got the internet buzzing. So picture this. Taylor Swift with her signature bright smile walking into the stadium. But instead of being met with the usual fanfare, there it was, a chorus of boos. Social media exploded. Was it just sports fans being fans? Not so fast. Some rushed to explain it away, saying, "Oh, it's just football. Fans get rowdy." But hold on, this wasn't Taylor's first rodeo at a sports event.
I don't think I have ever seen a clip anywhere ever since the dawn of her career of her getting booed. So let's watch that.
She's been at games before, including last year's Super Bowl, and was met with nothing but love. So what changed? That's where we take a sharp turn into the shadows of celebrity friendships. Because lurking just behind this public spectacle is a web of drama involving none other than Ryan Reynolds and his wife, Blake Lively. Ryan, who has built a brand on being the funny, sarcastic, good guy of Hollywood, may have had a much darker role in this unfolding saga. And Taylor, well, she might be doing a bit of damage control.
And even though we can't say that Taylor Swift is guilty, right, and she's doing everything to basically signal to the media, I will never speak to Blake Lively again. Please do not drag me into this lawsuit.
Let's take a step back. For years, Taylor Swift has carefully curated her image. The girl next door, the heartbreak survivor, the voice of a generation. But for those who've been watching closely, her friendships are almost as famous as her hit singles. But what do we really know about those friendships? From Matt Healy to Kanye West, Taylor's inner circle has been a revolving door, always shifting to match the mood of her fans. And right at the heart of this story is her 10-year-long friendship with Blake Lively, who just so happens to be married to Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds, the charming Deadpool actor who everyone seems to love, is now facing whispers of a much darker side.
She then has a best friend, and her best friend comes out and says, "It happened to me too." And yet you drop this lawsuit and Taylor Swift elects to remain silent? You guys buying that?
It all began with a bizarre discovery, a character named Nicepool from a Deadpool art book who seemed oddly familiar. Described as someone who appears nice, even progressive, but hides something sinister underneath, this character was Ryan's creation. But here's the kicker. As fans dug deeper, they started to realize that Nicepool wasn't just any fictional character. He was inspired by a real person, Justin Baldoni. Justin Baldoni, an actor known for his work on Jane the Virgin, became the unexpected centerpiece of a messy saga involving Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. Allegations of bullying and manipulation began to swirl around, and suddenly, the carefully crafted images of Hollywood's beloved power couple were starting to crack. But where does Taylor fit into all of this? Right at the center, Taylor Swift is the godmother to Blake and Ryan's children. They were inseparable, attending events, sharing heartfelt Instagram posts, the perfect image of friendship. But as Blake and Ryan's drama with Justin Baldoni escalated, Taylor's silence became deafening. Was she distancing herself to protect her brand? Was she complicit? Or was she too being manipulated by the powerful pair? These are the questions that even her most devoted fans, the Swifties, are starting to ask. But that's just the beginning. As Taylor tried to navigate this PR minefield, she made a move that shocked even her most loyal followers. After years of standing as a vocal advocate for victims, a supporter of her friends, she went completely silent on the Justin Baldoni situation. The woman who once spoke out in court over a case involving an assault against herself suddenly had nothing to say, and that silence spoke volumes. So why the sudden hush? Well, if you look closely, it seems like Taylor might be trying to quietly untangle herself from a messy situation without getting caught in the splash zone. After all, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds aren't just friends. They're Hollywood power players, and burning that bridge could come at a cost. But even Taylor can't escape the court of public opinion, and the fans are starting to take sides. Some believe she's trying to protect her brand, playing the long game, while others think she's been caught in a web of toxic friendship drama. But the timing couldn't be worse. Taylor is fresh off the massive success of her Eras tour, with a carefully polished public image. But suddenly, the narrative is slipping out of her control. And nothing makes that clearer than those boos at the Super Bowl, a moment when the shine of her superstar status dimmed, even if just for a second. But let's take a closer look at the man who might be the true mastermind behind all of this chaos, Ryan Reynolds. Fans are now re-examining his seemingly charming antics, his constant banter with Hugh Jackman, and his carefully constructed persona as the Hollywood good guy. But beneath the sarcasm and the wit, some see a man who is obsessed with control, controlling his image, his career, and maybe even the people around him. And what about Blake Lively? The actress who has always appeared to be Taylor's loyal friend now stands at the center of this storm. Accusations against her and Ryan are swirling, and Taylor's relationship with them is under the microscope. Are we watching the slow collapse of a Hollywood friendship, or is there a calculated strategy at play? So, where does this leave Taylor Swift? For now, she's caught in a whirlwind of speculation, trying to keep her image intact while the internet is buzzing with questions. Is she a victim of a toxic friendship, a silent accomplice, or just another player in a twisted game of Hollywood drama? As always, her fans are divided, some rushing to defend her, while others are starting to see cracks in her carefully curated image. But one thing's for sure, this isn't just another pop star scandal. This is a tangled web of power, betrayal, and celebrity politics, and it's playing out right in front of our eyes. And if there's one thing we know about Taylor Swift, it's that she always has a way of turning her pain into platinum hits. But this time, will the public still be on her side? Stick around, because this drama is far from over.